Usually when you're a fan of a team, you love feel-good stories, and from the outside looking in, they don't really mean much to team success most of the time, but when you notice one thing after another, you start to wonder if something special is brewing. This is a DeeksView Breakdown on Next Wave Bears. Every year, us overly optimistic Bears fans have high hopes for the impending season. We talk about each player and position groups and how we think everything will come along. However, this offseason in particular has a lot of weird things going on. Coincidences, some may call it, others may believe it to be fate. But today I'm breaking down 5 specific things that any optimist will love to hear for this rebuilding Chicago Bears roster. Bears GM Ryan Poles double-dipped at defensive tackle on day 3 in the draft with Gervon Dexter Sr. and Zach Pickens. Everyone knew coming into the draft that the biggest holes on the teams were right tackle and defensive line, so Ryan Poles addressed those ASAP. Gervon and Zach becoming a rookie duo isn't world-breaking news, but the interesting thing is, they were already close with each other before the draft started. Coincidentally, the young pass-rushing, run-stuffing duo shared multiple flights during the pre-draft process where they got to know each other and form a bond throughout multiple trips to team visits. Living in the same area, they ended up leaving from the same airport at the same time to visit multiple teams, multiple times, and when they ended up being drafted to the same team, it almost felt like fate to them. They both have talked about becoming a dynamic duo in the league for the Bears, and having chemistry on a defensive line that will be rotating guys in and out all game is really good to have. They will have each other's backs throughout transitioning from students to professionals, and hopefully they develop into the stars they hope to be, and we see this duo in Chicago for a long time. And the funny thing is, Gervon and Zach aren't even the only rookies from the Bears' 10-man draft class who have a good relationship prior to becoming teammates. Wide receiver Tyler Scott and cornerback Tyreek Stevenson have a bond much like Gervon and Zach. The wide receiver and corner duo ironically trained with, or you could say against each other this offseason preparing for the draft. Tyler and Tyreek faced off a few years back when Cincinnati faced Georgia in a bowl game, and the two went head-to-head. Years later, they found themselves in the same area and recognized each other. They respected each other as competitors and decided to train together with the old iron sharpening iron method. Having 2 separate rookie pairs that have relationships already to help ease into the NFL with each other while building team chemistry and bonding is always fun to hear. Okay, now, bear with me. This next one may sound like a conspiracy theory, but remember, this is just something fans will find really cool, and once again, some may call it coincidental, others may call it fate. But in 2021, Bears rookie running back Roschon Johnson was seen in one of his classes wearing a Chicago Bears sweater. Does this mean anything to team success? Absolutely not. But one thing's for sure, when you stack all these coincidences up, it starts to look like something special is brewing. Roschon is a well-documented leader who is his college coach crowned the alpha of the Texas locker room. If Roschon pours his heart and soul into the city of Chicago, we will pour our hearts right back to him. Now, this next one, I don't know what it is with this rookie class, and maybe I'm being biased, but I've never seen so many prospects so happy to be specifically on the Chicago Bears. First round pick Darnell Wright said he wanted to be a Chicago Bear all along.
I'm lucky. I got to go somewhere. I wanted to go here, so I'm good.
Now, this could be rookie talk, this could be him saying what we want to hear, or it could be the fact that he had an amazing and personal workout with the Bears. It could be that the Bears were targeting Darnell Wright since December of 2022 and put a lot of effort into him. It could be from Bears offensive coordinator Luke Getsy being the head coach at the Senior Bowl and bonding with Darnell Wright along with other Bears staff. It could also be that Darnell knew the Bears needed a tackle and would value him the most, all while respecting Justin Fields as a quarterback and being happy to protect him for the next decade. Whatever the case is, I'm happy that Darnell is happy to be in Chicago. And last but definitely not least, the one that is actually intentional, and that is Ryan Poles bringing in local guys. Whether it be kids who grew up in or near Chicago, went to school within an hour away, or grew up Bears fans, Ryan Poles is on a mission to bring in guys who will bleed for the city of Chicago. Cole Kmet, Robert Tonyan, Doug Kramer, Jack Sanborn, TJ Edwards, Chase Claypool, and Equanimous St. Brown from Notre Dame, and a few more UDFAs and practice squad guys. Ryan Poles has made an effort to welcome in hometown kids. Like I've said before, Is this going to directly matter to wins and losses? In a vacuum? Absolutely not. Outside looking in, all of this could mean absolutely nothing. But if you look at all the talented sports teams across different leagues who have failed at the main goal due to things like locker room issues or lack of chemistry, what have you, it's nice to know the Bears are building a legitimate family atmosphere. If and when Ryan Poles successfully puts together a talented team to compete for a Super Bowl, it's nice to know that the team will have the chemistry and the bonding to hold together through tough times of adversity and hardship. Will all of these small things mean anything? Individually, probably not. But just like money, the small things add up. When you set a standard of culture from the top to the bottom and execute on getting guys that already fit the culture, good things are bound to happen. This has been a DeeksView Breakdown on Next Wave Bears. Go ahead and click the next video for your dose of Bears, and I'll see you there.